breaking updates now coming in after India hit Pakistani air bases. Key media briefing on Operation Sindur is at 10 a.m. So in about 4 hours from now, we are going to see the next briefing on Operation Sindur taking place at 10 a.m. My colleague Pradeep Datta is joining us on the broadcast with the details. And Pradeep, at 10 a.m., key details are going to be revealed because last night as well, again, Pakistan has been unrelenting and they have continued to tried to hit Indian civilian infrastructure. They may have failed, but India has also responded. So in this key briefing at 10 a.m., we're expecting these details.
Yes, you're absolutely right, because there seems to be no end from aggression from Pakistan's side. We saw that from ever since the Operation Sindur had been conducted and 9 of their terror den have been decimated. Since then, Pakistan is completely rattled. We saw that it started on May 7th when they tried to target 15 of our locations, and that time also their attempt was thwarted. And on May 8th again, we saw that 34 of the locations they tried to target right from Jammu and Kashmir. It was up to the Sar Creek line they tried to target, but that time also they didn't do much. They failed. And again, last night we saw that there were attempts at 26 locations they tried to target, but this time again India was able to neutralize most of the drones and the missile coming from the Pakistan side. And after that, India responded. India has targeted 3 of their air bases in Sharkot, Murid and Nur Khan in Rawalpindi as well as Lahore. And now we have seen that today morning again, right now, there are the sounds of explosions are being heard in Jammu region. Even the sounds of explosions are heard even in Srinagar region also, and in Udhampur also. So they are trying to escalate situation, and then they are trying to blame India for everything. That's what exactly is happening. That's the Pakistan strategy. Do something and then put blame on India, should blame on India, and that is what exactly they're doing. In this regard, there is going to be a briefing at about 10, and during that briefing, one will get to know what exactly is the India strategy and what actually the Pakistan is trying to do at this stage. But yes, one thing is quite clear, that they are using the drone, they are using missile. So far, Pakistan has miserably failed. Nothing is going well for Pakistan, because they tried their level best to target India for the last 3 days, but they haven't succeeded, because they never thought that Indian air defense system and L-70 gun is really going to work so well, because Indian forces are quite alert. They knew that what Pakistan is going to do. See, what actually they are doing, they are not only trying to infiltrate aerially, but they're also trying to push in infiltrators from the border belt also. There was ceasefire violation in Poonch, with ceasefire violation in Akhnur, Palawala area, also in Samba sector of international border. And look at the timing. Every time, whenever there is a blackout and whenever the aerial drones or the missiles are being fired from across the border, that is the time when Pakistani army personnel, they open mouths of the gun. Idea is that they know that this is the time when Indian forces will be busy trying to thwart aerial infiltration. So they want to push in terrorists, but they haven't succeeded. Day before yesterday, we saw that 7 of the Jaish-e-Mohammed terrorists who were trying to cross over to this side were eliminated from Samba sector infiltration. But it was while yesterday also there was a similar kind of an attempt from the Samba sector, but they didn't succeed. So they are trying to push in terrorists. The idea is, on one side, it's an external aggression. On the other side, they want to destabilize situation in Jammu and Kashmir hinterland, because they want more and more terrorists to cross over to this side to create a trouble, so that it gets a little bit difficult for Indian forces to deal with the situation both internally as well as on the border. So, but right now, the situation continues to remain tense. But yes, Pakistan has been hit, because whenever India has tried to hit, India has done it successfully, whether it was a terror den or whether it was the Pakistan Air Force base. We have seen that how 3 of the Air Force base, the missile was launched, it was surface to air missile, and finally 3 of the bases like Nur Khan, Murid, as well as the Sharkot, which is also known as Rafiki Air Base, have been targeted in Lahore and Rawalpindi. And targeting air base in Rawalpindi makes a difference, because Rawalpindi has got the headquarters of Pakistan Army, and here from actually this General Assembly had been operating. It was from here actually they had planned Pahalgam massacre. That's one of the reasons that late last night there was a meeting that was chaired by Prime Minister Narendra Modi at his residence, and during that meeting also we saw Tri-Services Chief in combat uniform. They were present in a professional manner. That means India is ready, battle ready to deal with any kind of a situation and hit back Pakistan. But India doesn't want to climb that escalation ladder, because India doesn't want to escalate situation. But right now we have seen that already G7 countries have also expressed concern over the situation. Though they have condemned what really happened in Pahalgam, they want both the countries to show some kind of a restraint at this stage. Being nuclear power, they do not want the things to spill over.
India has been very clear that we are going to only counter counter what comes in from Pakistan, that our fight is with terror. So India is very, very clear in that, isn't it, Pradeep? Stay with us. We have Captain Shyamkumar also on the broadcast with us. And I want to begin by asking what you make of Pakistan, because this is the third night in a row that we have seen the attacks coming from Pakistan. It's a different story that each of these attempts have been thwarted by India. But it looks like Pakistan is learning no lessons and is continuing to attempt to target India and civilian infrastructure, military infrastructure within India.
Thank you, ma'am. India's response to the provocation by Pakistani drones or whatever they are doing in international arena is very, very measured, very, very calibrated. Even in fact, if I have to say, from 23rd of April, whatever is being said in my analysis is very clear that we have taken a stand to go against the terrorism, and our intention is very clear. And that is how we have gained the weightage of goodwill of all the foreign countries, and they have given us that level to deal with Pakistan in suitable manner. The only issue that is last night also when I was on your channel, which we said that India has to be very, very cautious about the approach by which we have to restrain ourselves in our airspace and continue to not getting into the trap of Pakistan who wants us to bring to the war and then attract the attention of the world community. This is what he wants, and many of the impressions on this that we should go all out for war.
Yes.
That's a very easy solution. Anybody can say that, anybody can do that. But hats off to the higher echelon defense organizations, the political leadership, and the strategy that we are playing. We have decided it and we have calculated it well, we have planned it well, and we are going as per the steps that we need.
Okay.
Our intentions are clear, and we will remain onto that track of curbing the terrorism and not getting into the trap of Pakistani.
Okay.